Hello, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Right, last time we left off right in front of the Erbe Royal Villa, so... Also, I keep forgetting how loud the music is in this game. Give me a second. I think I'll just change it in-game here instead. Yeah, it sounds about right. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. How can there be a trail in the sky inside the villa? Anime. And a little bit of God's power, too. What's up, Unlucky? Okay. Do I need to repair anything? I mean, we do have a save file. Looks like Chloe's EP is a little bit low, but... I think we'll be okay. I don't think we're gonna go straight into a fight. Later, maybe. The Royal Villa. This is sort of nostalgic, in a that was an awesome adventure kind of way. Seems a bit more lively this time, though. The villa is usually open to the general public. Many people use it as a place to relax. Such a refined setting. It speaks to my muse. Perhaps I should wield my lute in the service of further rest and healing for everyone here. Yeah, you'll send them into comas, maybe. I see the point about a vacation spot, though. There's a lot of families here. I would imagine our lost child was with a family like that. Let's find Raymond and see what happened. Okay. Hello there, demon. What's up, Wasabi? I can't turn all the way. Hey! Our family comes out here to the Royal Villa often. After all, the Queen was good enough to open it to us citizens. I couldn't bear not to be able to use it. As long as you get permission from the villa, you can eat here in the garden. Don't you think it'd be perfect for a family group thing? It really is a great spot for a picnic. Pigeons have been going cuckoo since like forever. What the? What's going on? Hey sis, the pigeons, they're going poo poo. What? Okay, kid. Huh, it's simple, but this garden has a very nice atmosphere. The shrubs and the lawn are very well tended. It's quite lovely. I'd imagine more of a showy place, but this isn't bad. Also looks like we can fish here too. I feel like we should ask for permission first, but... Free from the curse of donuts. You go, pun. Don't let the donuts control you, man. Oh dear, oh dear. The Bracers will be here any minute. Where could she have gone? Hello? Ah, yes, yes. May I ask what you... What's up, Isaac? Wait, you're... Hello, I guess you remember us? Huh, how could I forget? We all owe you greatly for what you did at the villa. Hey, Zach. Oh yeah, you're right, we do have the princess with us, but I mean... I guess the princess can do anything she wants. And wait, that's... Is something wrong, Sarah? No. No, I'm mistaken. You just look like someone I know, miss. Oh, do I remind you of your girlfriend, perhaps? What a thing to suggest. Not at all. He wishes. So, I take it you were the team Elnan said would be coming. Yeah, that's right. Is everything okay, though? You seem kinda troubled. It's about that lost child, actually. She's, how to put this? Lost again. She told me, let's play hide and seek, and just vanished. I've been looking for her ever since. Oh, crap. I'll find her soon, I swear. Please, wait in the lounge. You know where that is, right? Well, yeah, I do, but... I mean... Lounge, reception area, kind of different things, I suppose. I was gonna be like, shouldn't the first thing that you run into be the lounge? But in a place this big, probably not. You look like you're having some trouble. You're sure you don't want a hand? Are you sure? I wouldn't want to impose. It's a bit late for us to back out now anyway. If you could give us her name and description, we'll look for the girl. Thank you! She's a preteen girl wearing a white frilly dress and a black hair ribbon. She never gave me her name though. You didn't find out her name? Seriously? She wouldn't tell me. Every time I asked, she just said, "It's a secret." I think she came in with her family, but I couldn't find her parents or anyone who knew her. My only option was to call you in the end. I see. Hide and seek, huh? Energetic little girl you got there. Not sure I'd say energetic. Precocious, and whimsical is more like it. I got the distinct impression she was enjoying toying with the adults around her. Oh, a prank-loving kitten then. Yes, exactly. Where could she have gone off to? I'm fairly sure she hasn't left the building, but... In other words, we must search the entire building, including the courtyard. A perfect place for a game of kitten and mouse. I will wait in the lounge then. What? Huh? We were supposed to search together, Raymond. Then you're like, oh, you guys are going to go search her? Cool, then I'll be the one to wait in the lounge. What? When you find her, please bring her there. Will do. Lazy. Okay, let's hunt us down a kitten. A child. So, white dress, black hair ribbon. I can't imagine she'll be hard to find in an outfit like that. I'm eager to see what kind of girl she is. Let's start to look around, shall we? Oh my god. Gotta go everywhere. That is a good idea, Pun. Is there a book you're looking for? A girl? No, I haven't seen her. She wouldn't come to the library, I suppose. Nobody here? Nobody here. I don't imagine I have to like check under the bed or something like that. Hee oh, he's such a romantic. If he's a prince, then I suppose that makes me the princess. What is going on? This villa certainly feels worthy of royalty. Just being here makes me feel like I've become a prince myself. Oh, a girl wearing a white dress. Now that you mention it, I think I saw someone like that playing around here. You know where she went? I'm sorry, I don't quite remember. RIP. Hey, does this fountain run on orbital energy too? Dad said lots of things run on orbital energy in the world. Pretty sure everything kind of does. Alright, let's be a little systematic about this. This pod presented by the Republic Ambassador is quite lovely. Yep, the Republic sure has some nice pottery. I can spot the quality from an arge away. How much is an arge? Because I don't know Selge. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Wait, what? There is a large dining table. Maybe she's hiding under here. Yeah, didn't think so. Putting that aside, bending over in your current outfit may not be wise, Estelle. How to put this delicately? Your unmentionables are now quite mentionable. Olivier, oh my god. Excuse me? He's right, Estelle. You're wearing a skirt, remember? Right. I see. This table existed for that one scene. Probably based off the metric system. I would assume Salge is like a kilometer. So what's an Arge? Less than that or more than that? I would assume more. Oh well, there's Raymond. All we can do is calm down and search carefully. That girl might have some reason of her own for hiding. That girl disappears, but it's like she's trying to tease me. I'm not letting her get away with it. Oh, so it's less than, if I am to take what you say. Wasabi. The Liberal Kingdom is quite small on the map, and yet it feels anything but. Now that I'm actually here, the people are kind, and no matter where I go, the view is breathtaking. Okay. I am Walter, a senator in the Republic's parliament. I've come a bit early in order to inspect the site and prepare for the signing ceremony. And what a remarkable villa this is! Indeed, it is more than sufficient for hosting the ceremony. No, these rich people doing rich people things. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, buddy, let's do this.
He's late. Too late, I say. Curse you, Philip. How much time does it take just to purchase a MacLeod and some donuts? Blast it. How long does he intend to keep me?
Hey! Oh. Oh my god. It comes out as doo-doo? Yep, pretty sure that's intentional. Oh my god, and Isaac with the dad jokes.
You!
That's my line. Didn't I see this noble in the castle during the coup? Duke Denon. Oh, joy of joys. Hello, uncle. Have you been well?
Ah, have you no shame, Claudia? And you, brigand? Because of you, all because of you, I have been forced into this life of shame, house arrest of all things.
Okay, I don't think it's really fair to say it's our fault. You're the one who bought into Colonel Richard's plan, you know. You should be grateful you live in a kingdom as forgiving and merciful as Liberal. In any other kingdom, you would probably be executed for treason. One Arge is 1 meter. Salge is 100 Arge, not 1,000. Oh, okay. I see. Were this Erebonia, your nobility would only serve to speed you to the gallows. Oh, yeah, exactly my point.
Ugh. I confess that imprisoning Her Majesty was out of the line, perhaps.
Look at this idiot talk.
Richard may have suggested it, but I should have gainsaid him.
What does gainsaid mean? So you can actually admit you were wrong about that whole deal? That's pretty humble coming from you.
Do not misunderstand me. I love and respect Her Majesty. As both a ruler and an aunt, she is utterly above reproach.
Gainsay equals publicly disagree. Roger.
But you, Claudia! But to consider naming a little girl like you as her successor is simply madness, unacceptable insanity.
Now just a second. Chloe's smart, studious, kind, merciful. She's got all kinds of virtues that attract people to her. Where do you get off in calling her a little girl, huh? Estelle, that's enough. I've always admitted that I'm not ready to take the throne. I suppose it's only natural my uncle finds that unpleasant. But Chloe...
You always did have some sense at the very least. But you, Claudia, have always seemed allergic to attending public ceremonies. I am far better known among the citizenry, while you remain a veritable ghost. You have not once publicly demonstrated that you are ready to stand above others. Why, from what I understand, you hide your true identity while living as a student. And as if that weren't enough, you even waste your time at some backwater orphanage? She should be proceeding over the common rabble at ceremonies, not wallowing in the mud with them. That is the purpose of nobility, to stand above all other men in lordship.
This guy. It's as you say, Uncle. I'll admit, I don't really know much about the purpose of nobility, so... You might have a point.
What? Of course I do.
But I can say this. Chloe is trying her very hardest to figure out what she wants to be, and is helping us out in the middle of her own problems. And she sure as hell is doing a lot more than some duke who sits around doing nothing because he's under house arrest.
What? You dare?
Estelle, Uncle Dunnan? I am trying as hard as I can to find my own path as I help Estelle. I think by the end of it all, we will know if I have the right to become the next queen or not. So please hold your judgment until then.
What? This is absurd. I will deal with this no further. Be gone!
Trust me, I don't want to stick around. Though, come to think of it, I need to. I gotta ask one thing. Has a girl in a white dress come by here?
What are you talking? No little girls have come by. Be gone!
Yeah, sure. Enjoy your donuts or whatever. Yeah, chat. Enjoy your donuts or whatever. Gave you guys 1,000 to reset for the month. Pardon us. Well, I mean, I get what you're implying there, Granny, but also we are searching for a little girl as well, so I'm fighting the urge to strangle that guy. Estelle, someday, I hope that you will.
He's all acting like he's the most innocent person in the world while insulting Chloe at the same time.
No, his criticism was fairly reasonable, I think. His concept of nobility is perhaps outdated, but he is correct about the qualities one must possess to lead. But wait, I'm not sure I agree with fame being a prerequisite for rightful inheritance. Countless rulers in days past were unknown upon their ascent, and still they performed great works during their respective reigns. Erebonia had one such man. After the deaths of all potential heirs due to civil war, one unsung hero took the throne in their stead. That man is now hailed as the emperor who returned Erebonia to its former glory. Backstory. That was Emperor Drykels. Drykels? Correct. The very same. My point is thus. You have nothing to worry about, Princess. Maybe. He still has a point about my readiness, however. First one? What did I say is the first one? Drykels? I think? Oh, I could probably, like, search it up later. Actually, I should not search it up, that would be spoilers. Dry coals? Dry calls. Okay, there we go. Dry coals. To tell you the truth, I'm glad we met him here. I think I've gained a new sense of what I'm lacking. Well, I'm glad you got something positive out of it. Anyway, shall we find us a lost girl? Yes, let's... Dry cows? Dry calls? Dry cows. Zamedo. Seems like she's not hiding around here, huh? Making fool of grown-ups. No wonder Raymond has already found her. Is she gonna be in the locked room? We needed to see Dunnan first before we got there. Yeah, probably. Kiwi can probably pronounce it. We'll see. Hey, how's it going? Find the girl yet? I'm gonna try searching for a few more hiding spots. Okay. Hiding spots, you say? What the? She's not behind the bench or the planter. Maybe she's in the planter. She's not actually a cat, Estelle. That's how they pronounce it in the Cold Steel games? Oh, I see. Is she actually gonna be underneath one of these benches? Am I wasting my time here? Because every bench is checkable. Yeah, I did just waste all of my time. Revisit? Okay. Yep, nothing in there. Hello! Housekeeping! Bye. Oh! That's a plate! That's a scarlet pot. Hey, this is the pot that had the spare key when we freed the manor. Oh yeah, I remember that. This is sort of an actual kid-sized pot, so maybe she's in here. I doubt that. Unless you think she's so skinny as to squeeze through that thin an opening. Good point. Need hint? If I can't find, then I shall ask for hint. For now, that's some fun looking art right there. This is the crest room where the non-aggression pact signing ceremony will be held. Is that so? Yes, of course on the day itself there won't just be ambassadors from the Empire and Republic. There will also be a representative from our liberal kingdom present. I didn't really get a chance to look at this place when I was here during the coup d'etat. Hehe, it's kinda nostalgic. Yo, what's up, Neko? You saved me when I was held here. It's touching to know the room from that time is being used for the signing ceremony. Yeah, still though, now that I can just relax and have a good look at it, it really is a very dignified room. Absolutely. That's why I always work extra hard when I clean it. I'm not good at cleaning, but I understand how you feel. Well, good luck with it. Yes, thank you. There's a lovely podium here. Estelle peeked underneath it, but there's no one hiding there. Oh, I was so sure this was it. I think she's a bit less predictable than that. Bruh. Is everybody just gonna, type spoilers? Who's your favorite character? Spoilers. Hey, are you underneath here now? No actual upskirt shots. Sag. Are you sure she's not in here? Nope. Is there anywhere in here that we could see? I skipped a room. I don't think I did. Because there's this room and the other room that I walked past is just this lobby. Wait. I'm gonna drink some water. What? Oh my god. Please don't. If I press A again and it's just dialogue of us finding her, when this idiot is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go chill in the lobby, you guys go and try and find her, yeah. I hate you, Raymond. I hate you and your family. Everybody that you love. Alright. Well. Something the matter? You could say that. Meow. Aw, I lost. Wait, what was that noise? Did that girl just meow at me? What? Is that you, Neko? What the? Aren't you the girl we met at Erbe? I thought it might be you, Renee. Renee? Oh, yeah, it's this girl. Hello, miss. I'm happy you remembered me. Oh, wait, no. This was the girl who was on vacation with her family, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And then we met her at Erbe. We talked with her and her family. They came from abroad. Calvard, I think? Something like that? Tee, you found me. Goodness, I wasn't expecting her to be an acquaintance of yours. So your name is Renee, right? That's right. Sorry for keeping it a secret, mister. Don't worry. But Renee, why did you run off and play hide and seek like that? I was worried. Because I'd heard Miss Estelle was coming. I wanted to play hide and seek with her, so I worked really hard to find a nice hiding spot. Well, okay. It's kind of incredible you knew it was us coming, though. You said you're bracers, right? I heard some bracers would be coming. And apparently we're the only bracers in this entire country. We are, yeah, but... we're not the only bracers in the world, you know. It could have been someone else. It's just Ren? What is wrong with the English language? Why are you gonna write all this extra shit? Oh, man. It's like... thinking back on it, I'm also like... I'm pretty sure I've been calling it the Mojave Desert, but it's probably Mojave or something like that. Why are you gonna pronounce it not the same way that you write it? It's French? Cringe French? French. Oh, man. The Spanish J, which is pronounced H. Oh my god, it is. I spent the entire stream calling it the Mojave Desert. Nobody thought to correct me? Okay, so this is Ren. But I believed I knew you'd be the ones who'd come. And see, you did! I guess I can't argue against that logic. Well, putting that aside, where did your mother and father go? Why were you playing all alone? Wow, miss, your clothes are funny. Don't you get cold with your belly out like that? You get used to it. It's very comfort. But that's not the point. About your parents. And your skin is so dark. You're from the south across the sea, right? Are you really okay with how cold it gets here? I traveled all over as a performer with a circus, so yes. I'm fine in heat or cold. More to the point. Would you mind telling us what happened to your parents, Ren? Aw, okay. So, where did Papa and Mama go? I'm not so sure either. Wait, you don't know? Most people I know pronounce the Mojave with the J. I'm pretty sure it's Mojave, right? Wait. Yeah. I've always heard it pronounced with a J. I'm pretty sure I watched like a video of somebody talking about how awesome New Vegas was. And they pronounced it with a like straight J, so they were probably also mispronouncing it. Not at all. I came here with Papa and Mama to play. But after lunch, Papa gave me a real serious look and said, Ren, Papa has something important to do, so he and Mama have to say goodbye for now. But don't worry, once it's done, we'll come and get you. Be a good girl until Papa comes back. Alright. What? They just... What the hell? I'm already 11, so I said, I'll be good, Papa. And after that, Papa and Mama left to go and buy some milk. Ren, no! Well, this is quite a bit worse than I imagined it would be. I certainly wasn't expecting something like that. The nearest store probably didn't have any milk. They had to go to the next country over. Oh man. What should we do? This seems to be quite a bit beyond just finding your parents at this point. Yeah, tell me about it. Comments on pronunciation video for word. Oh my god. Aegis? Aegis? How? What are these words? Hermes? Hermes? How do you pronounce any of this? Shira, you think we should... You don't even need to ask. I'd never leave her here like this. Don't worry, Raymond. We'll take care of this girl for now. Look, we didn't bring her along, but we also have this other little girl who wields a giant cannon and is like the most OP character in the game, so you'll fit right in. If you have a super OP ability too. If not, then you're just useless to me. Aegis? Okay, there we go. I'm convinced that this would help world peace. Yeah, that'd make everyone's anime waifu real. No wars would happen. Fallout would never become a thing. Hey, Ren. Do you want to visit the capital's Racer Guild with us? I bet we'll be able to find your Papa and Mama easy peasy. Really? But Papa and Mama said they'd had something important to do and to wait here. It's okay, we'll definitely find them. Trust in Miss Estelle, okay? Okay then, I'll go with you. Thank you! She's very trusting. It's okay. Sit close by though, Ren. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Yeah, thank you again. Take good care of her. Don't worry, you can leave this to us. So let's get back to the guild house. God Eater, pronounced it as Aegis? Eesh. Different games pronouncing the same word differently. No, wrong way. All strangers too quickly. Yeah, we'd only met her once before. The video it's pronounced as Aegis? Oh my. The debates. We need to figure out. Wait, isn't that the name of like one of the girls from P3? Or I don't know if she's one of the characters or if she's just a persona. Actually, no, wait, I think she's a protagonist too, isn't she? I think I'm just gonna avoid fighting. Probably best to not fight giant flying sharks while we have tiny girl with us. Ah, yes, you are. Oh, this guy. I've never seen Dust Trail in the overworld? Oh, what are you talking about? I'm pretty sure her name was spelled as Aegis, like with an I. I think so too, but yeah. Oh my, Philip! How have you been? Your concern does me too much credit, Your Highness. I hope you and Miss Estelle are well. Have you been to the villa recently? We have, actually. You were, busy in the capital, I take it. Yes, I was making some purchases on the orders of His Highness the Duke. Did you, perchance, encounter His Highness while you were at the villa? We encountered him, alright. We wanted to be nice and say hello. It's been some time since the, unpleasantness. From your expressions, I take it he said something thoughtless to you once again. As his retainer, you have my utmost apologies. Oh, you don't need to apologize for him, Philip. I have to admit, I was a little worried when I'd heard he was placed under house arrest. He seems to be taking it well, however. It is kind of you to say so. Now, I fear I must be off, if you'll pardon me, Your Highness. I really need like a giant flying shark to just swoop in and take him. Like, how do all of these people just casually walk around, but we are the ones who get attacked all the time? Someone give Philip a vacation. He needs a new job. He doesn't deserve to be put here, and not in a negative way. Well, it's a negative way for him, unfortunately. Guess Philip's job is even harder now. He's been taking care of Dunnan since Dunnan was young, right? But also, we've already talked about this for a fair bit, I believe, in the first game. He also kind of enables this behavior, so... He needs retirement? He's been Dunnan's retainer for the past 20 years, from what grandmother tells me. I believe he was a member of the Royal Guard before then. Oh, really? Wait, really, Philip? I don't think we knew this about him. Wow, guess you really can't judge by looks. Huh? You really shouldn't underestimate him. Even I can tell he's not just any old guy. Huh? What do you mean, Ren? Oh, you know, like how he can walk with his eyes closed. I sure couldn't do that. It's called being an anime character, Ren. You'll learn when you grow up someday. Oh man. I think they're just narrowed, Ren, not closed. I mean, you notice how he opens his eyes when surprised, right? Really? I didn't! I wanna see! Maybe I can get a good look if I surprise him next time. When he does open his eyes, all hell breaks loose. The power contained within them is unleashed upon the world. Wait. Shit. Wrong way. Wrong way! Go back up. Nice. Philip was apparently a badass back in the day. I can imagine him, like, with 3 swords, just like Zoro. Slicing and dicing people. But now he has to take care of Dunnan. Okay, let's get back to the guild. We need to talk to Ellen about Ren. That's very important, yes, but the army should be sending their contacts soon. You didn't forget, of course. Oh, Estelle. Huh? What's wrong? You said you're gonna show me to this guild place, right? Well, milady, please lend me your hand. I, Olivia Lenheim, shall have the honor of escorting you. No, thank you. I'd rather Miss Estelle show me. My disappointments are ceaseless. Sorry, Olivia, no luck. Come on, Ren. I'll show you to the Bracer Guild. Yay! And there they go. There it is. That's the Fisherman's Guild. Wrong guild. We're back! Oh! Oh, hey! Let's go! Tita, we brought you a new friend. Hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. Well, hey there, Colonel Sid. So Cassius sent you to help us. That makes sense. You came from Leiston, I'm guessing. That's right. I just arrived here a little while ago on one of our patrol ships. I apologize for the wait. No, it's okay. We actually had a little job of our own to take care of. Speaking of which, would that young lady be... Oh, right. Yeah, she is. Some stuff went down, so we had to bring her along. Hey, Ren? We've got some things we need to talk about with that army man. Can you go wait on the 2nd floor? Oh, is this work stuff? Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I don't mind. You're just like Papa. It's always work, 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 work. I don't really like that very much. Aw. Ren, right? Do you want to talk for a little while? I want to get to know you. With you? Well, okay, I guess we could. Okay, we'll be on the 2nd floor, Estelle. I guess we could be friends. Saved by the Tita. Estelle is self-aware. She knows the power of Tita. Well, your report on the situation can wait for now. Let's hear out Colonel Sid first. Sure. Go ahead, Colonel. Thank you. I'm in a hurry myself. So, this is an official request from the Royal Army. There's a series of incidents we'd like you to investigate. Incidents? Why does the way you say that make me shiver a bit? You're aware of the non-aggression pact, yes? Yeah. It'll last for 10 turns, probably. I'm afraid threatening letters have been delivered to all parties involved in the signing. Someone's threatening the treaty? That's not good at all. You could say that again, Chloe. What did the letters say exactly? Please, have a look. To all parties involved in the non-aggression pact, immediately back down from this act of deceit and false compromise. Should you not, a great disaster will be visited upon you. What in the... Well, that isn't very open to interpretation, is it? Is this the entire letter? Yes, that's the entire thing. As you may have noticed, there is no name or any other indication of a sender. Jesus. As per usual. Trails in the sky burning through my water supply. Okay. I've always thought that it would be way more menacing if you got sent like an empty letter. Like it had nothing in it, it's just a piece of paper. I have no need of words. You know what this means. Give war a chance? Yeah, I mean, you know, war is kind of rough around the edges, but once you get to know him, you might like him. Yeah, I don't think war is good in any scenario, but I believe I brought that up in like one of my reaction videos, and people were like, oh, I mean, there are like aspects of war that can be positive in a way. But still, people die when they're killed. In case you guys didn't know. As you may have noticed, there is no name or any other indication of a sender. Normally, I'd simply dismiss it as a prank. However, something about the situation makes you believe it's more than a bad joke, yes? Yes, it's the volume of letters sent, you see. The first arrived at Lyson Fortress. Copies were then sent to the airship company, Bransell Cathedral, Hotel Rowenbaum, and the Liberal News Service. Then, copies arrived at both the Erebonian and Calvard embassies, the Erbe Royal Villa, and even Gransel Castle itself. 9 letters in total. Who'd send that many letters? Impossible! 9 letters? Yeah, that'd be a lot of work for a prank in poor taste. I guess what they mean here is that it's a handwritten letter. I can see why the army would start to get concerned. It's strange though. The airship company, the Liberal News, and even the hotel and cathedral. None of these locations have anything to do with the signing, do they? They are not totally unrelated, to be honest. The airship company shall be sending out charter vessels to ferry the Imperial and Republican officials here. They will, of course, be staying at the Rowenbaum. Furthermore, the church, or specifically Archbishop Current of the cathedral, has been asked to be an observer at the signing. And the Liberal News has been preparing a special report on the pact and signing for weeks. So they are all connected somehow. So do you have any idea who's behind it? Looking 9 stamps and envelopes? Oh god. Yeah, you're right. I mean, thank goodness I wasn't born in that day and age. Now you can just type out an email and then CC people. Imagine sending out a threat through email. That could be a difficult question to answer. This is an international matter, meaning anyone from Liberal, Erebonia, or Calvard could be responsible. Yes, The Warhawks in either the Empire or the Republic for starters. It could even be someone from another country entirely who isn't happy to see all three countries working together. Of course, there are plenty of suspects in Liberal as well. And we can't forget the obvious answer. Society. So, what will we be investigating, Colonel? Right, then, the mission. We would like for you to investigate all the locations that have received the letters and see if anyone has any further leads. Minus Leiston and Erbe, that is. We'll handle those. The other 7 locations are yours. So the Airship Company, Gransel Cathedral, Hotel Roenbaum, the Liberal News, the Erebonian Embassy, the Calvardian Embassy, and Gransel Castle. That will involve a bit of walking. More to the point, uniformed soldiers asking around would attract a great deal of unwanted attention. Now that you lack an intelligence division, it makes sense to ask the Guild to help investigate such matters. As embarrassing as the situation is, you're exactly right. Without a functional intelligence division, we're very limited in what we can do. However, the new general plan from the top brass is to have the Guild help us with as many tasks as possible. This is simply one case of that. Oh, really? Thanks a heap, Dad. Now. Take it as a sign of Cassius's faith in us. I must admit, it was my request to ask for you, however. I've been placed in charge of the defense of the capital region until the signing ceremony. I would like as much information as I can possibly obtain in order to prepare a proper defense. Can I ask you to take this job? Oh, well, I do want to help. But we're really kinda hip deep in another case at the point. That girl, right? At this point. Let us hear your report on that situation now. Yep. To rely on outside orgs is kinda dangerous. I mean, these do be dangerous times. We'll see how it goes. I think we also talked about how it probably wouldn't be too difficult to just re-establish an intelligence division. But I guess for like the sake of the story, we're not doing that. You know, I guess that's fine. I see. Yes, an abandoned child is a problem you cannot simply ignore. Why would anyone do such a thing? It's kind of freaking me out, too. I actually met her parents once, briefly. They seem like this really thoughtful, loving couple. They adore Ren, but from what I saw, I have to think something really serious happened to them to make them leave her. Possibly. They may have gotten entangled in something and wanted to keep their child out of it. I do see an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, however. You want to have a good think about how they can do it differently, so they don't give too much power to a relatively small division. Yeah. I suppose, like, we can see it that way. I do feel like, with how important it is, they could put it on double time, but, yeah. We do already have a Bracer Guild, so... And we probably have much more pressing matters at the moment, too. Ren and her parents are foreigners, remember? You'll need to inquire at the hotel and the embassies regardless. Hey, I think I know where you're going with this. And all of those places were threatened. That is rather handy, in an unfortunate way. The airship company may have travel records with them as well. I'll put out a general alert to all army posts to watch for her parents as well. Should they pass through any of the gate checkpoints, we should know. Thanks, Colonel. Sounds like you didn't take the job after all. You may leave the investigation to us. I presume you'll want the final report in paper and in person, however. We'd prefer to avoid telephones to avoid any risk of interception. It's not like the outside org is suspect. That is true. But also, like... is every member of the Bracer Guild cool? Like, is there a potential that we may have a mole somehow? Somewhere? You'll be able to find me at the Erbe Royal Villa beginning today, actually. I'm sorry for the extra trouble, but could I ask that you bring the final report there in person? Sure. We'll see you at the villa once we know what's up. I wish you luck then. Okay, visit all the places, and then we gotta go back to the villa. After seeing Colonel sit out, Estelle's team decided to split up to investigate. Estelle, Zin, Olivia, and Chloe were to head to the embassies, Aerosol Castle, and the Liberal News. Okay, so 3 places. Oh, 4, because there's 2 embassies. While Shira would investigate the cathedral, hotel, and airship company on her own. Okay, we'll be heading out. Tita, Ren, sorry to leave you 2 behind. Oh, it's okay. We're going out shopping! What? Sorry, Estelle. Ren really wants to visit the department store. Why, that's not how I remember things, Tita. As I recall, you were the one who said she wanted to look at all the stuffed animals. Aw, Ren. I know you're bored, Ren, but since I'm not sure when we'll find out something about your parents, I'd like for you to wait here. Now, come on, that's so not fair. Double doe eye stares? I don't really see a problem, Estelle. If Tita's with her, it should be safe enough to let them go out shopping and around the city. I mean, if anybody tries to pull anything, Tita's just gonna pull a cannon on them, so I think they're going to be safe. Probably. I guess so. Okay. Tita, Ren, we'll be back by this evening, so you need to be back by then too, okay? And the capital's a really big place, so don't get lost. We will and we won't. Wait, what? Ren, let's go! See ya, everyone. They will come back on time and they won't get lost. Or they won't come back on time and they will get lost. They sure became friends fast. It's really easy to become friends at that age. Man, youth. I feel all old now. Although, Tita and Ren together, why does that combination send a chill of doom down my spine? I think they'll be fine. That's kind of easy to push around, though. No, Tita's kind of easy to push around, though. What? So, do we know the same girl? Are you sure about this? I get the feeling Ren might try to drag her into all kinds of stuff. That might be a good point. Ah, yes, Ellen. Did you find out the name of Ren's parents? It took a little insistent asking, but she eventually gave them. Her father is a trader from Crossbell. Harold and Sophia Hayworth are their names. Trader from Crossbell, Harold and Sophia Hayworth. Got it written down? As do I. So let's start asking around about them in these letters. Estelle's group, visit the embassies, the castle, Liberal News. Zin and Olivia will be counting on your aid at the embassies. Fear not. My brilliant smile can open any door. We'll make sure you see the ambassadors. Your Highness, your help would be invaluable. At Aerosol Castle. Please introduce Estelle to whoever can best help our investigation. Of course. As for the Liberal News, I believe you yourself have an in for that, Estelle. Yeah, we do. Prepare to meet your doom. You're right about that one, Zach. Yeah, I can bug Niall about it. He kinda owes me at this point. And that leaves the cathedral, the airship company, and Roland Baum. Shira, good luck. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Let's go! Imagine this game with voice acting. Time to get questioning then. Where should we start? Don't think it matters too much. If you want to go to the Calvardian embassy, you've got a free pass with me around. I can introduce you to Elsa whenever. Elsa? I, of course, can get us into the Erebonian embassy. You should be glad to escort us if I introduce myself at the gate. I rather doubt it will be very hard for you to get into Gransel Castle. No, princess. You cannot come home. It might be wise to simply go straight there and speak with grandmother. I kind of doubt the liberal news would give us any trouble either, so... let's just pick a direction and go. She blinds you, then pulls out the Gatling gun? Bruh. She's a cold... stone cold killer. She's a cold stone killer. Speaking of, isn't Cold Stone a brand of ice cream? Or like a franchise or whatever? Welcome to the Liberal News Service. Business with reporters goes to court, yeah. We don't really have that over here. I do remember seeing some over in the States though. Hiya, Chief. What do you need today? Got some questions, back from Rune. Think he stepped outside. Figured such a job. Don't know where he is. Got it. Last place we visit. Roger that, game. Pancakes or waffle? I remember one of my favorite dishes from... I forget what the place was called, but I absolutely loved eating Belgian waffles. So I'd probably say waffles. Although I have had some killer pancakes. But, you know, just thinking about it, the first thing that comes to my mind is the waffles. I guess I'll just visit the castle then. What's up? Beautiful. Not as beautiful as you. Say, you're the winners of the martial arts competition, yeah? Thanks for your help. Hey, no worries. So what brings you here today? Yo, what's up, Argoth? If you're here to see someone, that can certainly be arranged. Or did you just want to have a walk around the palace? That's okay too. Actually, I'm here on bracer business today. Which is to say, hello, Dan. Alex, it's been a while. Your Highness! Whenever I see Private Dan's name, I just want to yell, Lieutenant Dan! Eventually, maybe he'll get promoted to that. Then the memes will live on. Check the museum? If I remember to do that, I shall do so, Demon. Or, you could remind me to. Princess Claudia, we were not aware you'd returned. Sorry to startle you two. I'm afraid I'm here on business, though. Estelle and I have some things in the castle to attend to. Could you let us pass, please? Of course, Your Highness. By your command, milady. Only slightly popular, isn't she? Think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous. Now entering Ladies Chloe and Estelle and their entourage. Open the gate. Bruh. Lady Chloe and Estelle, and then everybody's just the entourage. Please come in. Welcome back to my house, as it were. It's a really big house. Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So, obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia, both to ask about the letter and just say hi. But, let's see. Who else? Julia's gone, right? Yeah, she's currently at Lysing Fortress overseeing the refitting of the Aerosol. Well, that's going to make things a bit harder on us. She probably could have given us a lot of help with this mess. So who else could we confer with, I wonder? With Julia absent, I think our best bet is Hilda, at least concerning Ren's parents. If the Haywards have ever visited the castle, she would know. Yeah, Hilda kinda seems to have some sort of castle sense. about these things. So where would we find them, you think? Grandmother should be in her chambers at this hour. And Hilda... If she isn't in the maid's room, they can tell us where she is at least. Good idea. Maid and queen chamber. What's up? Oh, maid quarters? Straight ahead for a while and you see a big entrance. The door to the right of that is the entrance to the maid quarters. We're literally standing right in front, but yeah. What's up? Shia! And Miss Claudia? Mr. Zinn too? It's been quite some time. Sure has. Yeah, reminds me of when you lent me your maid uniform. Oh? Estelle is a maid? What we really were there to see was Joshua as a maid. Yeah, it was to meet with the queen. Oh, and Joshua had to wear one too. She did her magic on his face with her makeup. She was all pumped up to do it. Oh my. Thank you very much. Joshua, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia so perfectly, also portrayed a maidservant. Oh, noble endeavors both. I am sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more I could not attend the Duke's banquet. Oh, right, Shia. Do you know where Hilda is? I believe Mistress Hilda is in the library. As I recall, she said she had something to look up. Library. Got it. Where I believe library was up here. What's up? Oh well, time to start cleaning the guest rooms. Once they're done, it's off to help tidy the library. Thank you for the hydrate, Wasabi. I am dying. Alright. Wait. Is this you? Yeah? Princess Claudia, Mrs. Estelle too. Hello, Hilda. I'm sorry if I startled you, but I just got back. Hi, Hilda. Sorry I've been out of touch. It's quite alright. I'm glad to see you well. I understand the princess has been assisting you, Estelle. I'm very glad to see the two of you home safe. Aw, Hilda. You're embarrassing us. Estelle, Hilda. Well, us two. Speaking of helping Estelle, though, I've returned partially to inquire about something the guild is investigating. Could we ask you a few questions, Hilda? If I can be of assistance, ask me anything. I think there may be a few too many onlookers to speak here, however. Let us borrow a guest room. A few too many onlookers? There's just one guy. Yes, I see. You're attending to the investigation of that letter we received, then. I take it you want to know if I have any idea who the sender might be. That's it exactly. We're investigating all the locations I received letters to see if we can ferret out some clues. Well, firstly, thank you for your efforts. Just receiving that letter was unsettling. I'm afraid I can be of little aid in naming suspects, however. The only thing I can say with confidence is that it is not the work of anyone in this castle. Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Who was the letter here addressed to, out of curiosity? No less a person than Her Majesty herself. I checked all letters addressed to the Queen, so I know the contents of the letter. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that... pardon me. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? Ones critical of royal decisions, for example. Well... Hilda, please, help us for my sake, if no one else's. We need as much information as we can in order to make a judgment. Very well. There have been several letters delivered with no indication as to their senders. They were not particularly critical of royal decisions per se. They were largely petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. I suspect at least some are from citizens of Gransel, but the rest I cannot be sure on. People want Colonel Richard freed? No less than expected of the man who once strove to be my rival. His popularity endures, even after his capture and shaming. The Colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. You're right, guys. I wonder who it could be sending all of these letters. No less than that evil simp. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him. I would personally bet on those letters not being related to her little threat. Requesting something of the royal hand is one thing, trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether. Well, still, even knowing the letters exist helps. Oh, one more thing, Hilda. I want to ask about something else. Hayworth. Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbow. Yes, I remember him. Say what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda? Not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. I happened to be otherwise unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with him as well. Really? Hey! Alas, this provides us with a little clue as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Yes, my apologies. There was something that bothered me, however. What would that be? Their child greatly enjoyed the tour. However, her parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing. They seemed even-tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, I wonder if they were under strain. Not able to pay attention after coming to see a place as a tourist. Sounds like something was on their minds, alright. Yes, it seems likely they were in some kind of trouble, even then. This may give us a clue as to where they went. Thank you very much, Hilda. I think this gave us some good leads. I'm glad I could be of help. Oh, Princess? You'll be staying here in the castle tonight, I trust? And if your friends lack accommodations... What? I had intended to stay here while in Gransel, yes, but... You know... Well, how about it, everyone? I believe they will want me to remain at the Erebonian embassy this eve. I do appreciate the offer, however. Yeah, and I've got what's basically a permanent room at the Kelvardian embassy. Thanks, but I think I've got to decline this time. I should probably ask Shira and Tita before committing to anything. We've got Ren, too. That's true. It sounds like she loves the castle. I shall keep the rooms ready in case you wish to stay. Thanks, Hilda. Thank you, Hilda. Not at all. I must return to the maid quarters. Please, let me know if you need anything else. If you'll pardon me. They really needed some milk. That makes a lot of sense considering how aloof they were and not present. They were thinking of that milk. Okay, so we still need to meet with the Queen. She should be in her chambers, right? Yeah, I'd be surprised if she isn't. Let us not keep her waiting then. Imagine being the Queen. All you do is wake up. And then you're kind of confined to your room. The only times you go outside is, I need to go this way. It's for official business and the like. And even in your room, it's not just resting. You're just attending to the land and the people. What's up? I guess you guys would just let us through, yeah. That would be Chloe's room. And up here is Felicia. Tekia Ken. Wake up, do paperwork, eat and sleep. Yeah, basically. I mean, there's like so many novels and anime and stuff that kind of like romanticizes the royal life. It's really not. It's really not all that at all. Like, over here in Thailand, we still have royalty and whatnot. The amount of work that they have to do every single day, like every single hour, they have to be everywhere throughout the country, various ceremonies and stuff. It's crazy to me. That's why you order your people and make a garden on the rooftop of the palace? Oh yeah, true. At the very least, you get some rest. Norway too. Huh? That's cool. Well, I mean, hopefully you have a good royalty over there. I know that there are some countries that have that, but they're the royal families are kind of made fun of by the citizens and whatnot because of what they do. You finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother? Oh! What's up? Scree? Bois? Sieg? Estelle has been boying quite a lot here. I see. Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you are always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything, not long after you left to train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. Our crown princess used to believe in ghosts and stuff? It's been a whole thing? I see. Gotcha. The situation seems complicated. I suppose politics are just like that. Remember your battle on this balcony? Wasabi, why'd you have to mention that? Come on, man! Just thinking about it. We used, like, what? 4 full revive items before we finally got downed? I was like, what is this BS, man? This is impossible to win, and literally that. Well, not exactly impossible, but it's more like you were intended to lose the fight, is the correct term. Because I'm pretty sure, like, you can't actually beat that, right? If you're good enough and you're, like, leveled enough. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So I'm okay, don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we met last, Estelle. Mr. Vatek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. You gain BP, or the equivalent for beating such fights? Well, good, at least you get something out of it. So you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case, to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberal. Claudia? What do you think? Answer a question with a question. As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. Simulated deep breath. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters, maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. I see. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Well, that's the thing, Estelle. You're not exactly training to become the leader of a nation. Get them down to a certain HP percent objective to get bonus BP for those fights. Oh, I see. Is she Air now? Well, I mean, it is quite evident that Queen Alicia is trying to train her to become a fitting and suitable noble. Well, not really noble, a queen, I should say. More than that. Cold Steel 4? Quality BS with that at one point? I need to kill both characters of a double boss at the same time. What? Specifically? Oh man. Actually, that makes me think of a particular boss fight I did with the gang. It was in Blade and Soul, where there was a particular boss where you actually had to do that. But like, it was kind of hard to pull off because everybody's ping was different. So eventually we got it, but it was a whole thing. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my beliefs that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother. I don't know, but I don't think they have the right to be all blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express one's self, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for a liberal and its people. I mean, yes, but also misguided in a way. I couldn't agree with it, but I guess that is kind of what he was trying to do in the last game. One of the Calvard games has a double boss fight that you automatically get a game over if you don't take up. What? Game over? Shit. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility. Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes? Assuming the letters from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Ah, rats! Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question. Of course, Olivia. Whatever you wish. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others. Olivia, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's alright, Estelle. Olivia has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbelt issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Crossbell. That's where Ren's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains and directly between Erebonia and Calvard. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess. This is probably something to do with what Ren's parents are dealing with, so... Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the crossbell problem. I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then. Ah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then. To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember liberals spurred it on. I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberal was far more of a fool's errand than I'd ever imagined. That much at least is painfully obvious to me now. What are you going on about? Oh, wait! Crossbow, Ren, duh! Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... Estelle asked Queen Alicia about Ren's parents. Yes, quite. Sips tea. That would be me at the table. I don't really get any of this, and I don't want to be a part of it. Next arc after a liberal. I mean, that is a good starting point, I would feel like, because of how tense the situation is over there. I would assume, well, just from that description, right, that they're kind of like at a tipping point. My goodness, the child abandoned at the royal villa? I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Majesty. No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whatever you need. Oh, thanks! Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. Alright. What could it be? My goddess! Such royalty! I would say she is the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say, coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kind of envy Liberal, to be honest. I mean, everybody's gonna have their own opinion. I feel like monarchies work if the leader is good. I guess democracy still has the same problem. Oh man. Oh, of course. She's the queen after all. It's a coin toss every generation. Well, yeah, but also in a democracy, it's also kind of a coin toss. Like, you vote, but does that mean the person you actually chose is a good person? Are all the empty promises that they made actually going to be fulfilled, or are they, you know... Eventually, you always get a not-so-good leader. Yeah, it's an inevitability. An unfortunate truth. Competent leader no matter what your system is. Yeah, 100%. And competent leaders don't grow on trees. So, yeah. We just gotta have to pray. All levels of government, yeah. That's good. That's a good point. For Super Earth? Oh god, Isaac. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her. I feel like that's normal, right? when you see somebody in such a position, you can never imagine yourself being there. But when you slowly work yourself up to that point and then you're in that same position as them, you discover that it's not really all that. But also, Chloe, you should have a lot more confidence in yourself. I think there isn't really anybody else here who's more fit to rule this country than you currently. Oh. Princess? When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne? Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly. Well, when she was 20 and she took the throne, she probably was not experienced as she currently is now, so, like, you comparing yourself to her in her current state it's not fair, right? And I mean, even if you were, like, the same age and, like, comparing yourself to then, like, people grow differently. At their own pace, in their own way, through their own experiences. And may I ask your age? I'm 16, but what? Ah! My point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not yet even as old as she was when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now. Wouldn't you agree? Alicia didn't grow up without parents away from the throne. That is true. Incumbent leaders were common in every form of government. Not all dictators were smart, and not all monarchs were either. Yeah, you're right about that one, Partial. They were kinda dead. Ooh. We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time. Don't worry. Olivia. Sin. Thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's going to be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh? Get older? How rude! I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zin here, even. You're one to call out someone on being rude, Olivia. Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both. Back to town, let's go! Zoom! Woo! Oh my god, I gotta climb all the way down the stairs, through the hallway, down another set of stairs. Bro, like, this is a workout in and of itself. Alright, so we gotta go visit the 2 embassies then, before we head to the final place being the Liberal News. Hi. Most popular right now? There's a reason why the monarchy government is replaced by democracy. Well, I think with situations like that, there's just a lot more nuance to things. And human beings are just complex creatures that you can't really quantify in any way. So, like, saying that there's one sole reason for something happening, it's difficult. Yeah, true, but I don't really like stairwalkers, personally. I feel like they put way too much weight on the knees. There are just better exercises out there for that. But, you know, do what you enjoy. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope. Olivia? Where in the hell have you been? Why, I've been places. What's wrong? What's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo's world. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out a window. Ah, he wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Bicycling is awesome. I like it. Although, unfortunately there isn't really any places to bicycle outdoors. It's just indoor biking. Olivia? Did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us? Ha ha ha! When wandering the roads, hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive. Well, Bergen, may we enter? I can't say no to you, but, who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivia introduce us. Ah, okay. I can certainly let you in, but Lord Ambassador Kranag and Major Vander are out at the moment, you see. Oh, a pity. What shall we do, Estelle? We can wait inside. We could, but we're kind of burning daylight here, so I like to visit some of the other places while we wait. We could visit the Calvardian embassy first then. It's just across the plaza from here. Yes, getting back here won't take long after meeting with Elsa. That's decided then. We'll be back later, sir. I'll let the Major know you were here. See you later! Bye-bye. It's time to let it go, chat. I wonder who this Elsa person is and how they're going to look like. Hey, how goes? Huh? Zin? Holy crap! Wasting time in Liberalville again? Something like that. Thought I'd say hello to Elsa and I have something I need to talk to her about. Is she in? Well, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know, policy. They're helping me with some guild work. I'm going to introduce them to Elsa. Huh. Well, okay. If they're with you, Zin, I guess I can let them in. What if Zin betrays their country? So welcome to the Calvardian Embassy. I do keep in mind that the embassy hall is Calvard soil. Calvard and Liberal are friends, but still, keep your nose clean, eh? You hear that, Olivia? And again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. Imagine that pun. Private tact has none of tact. None of tact, yes. Ooh, magnificent. Wow, this is the Calvardian Embassy? I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. And yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvard, you know. They've had an impact on our culture too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor. Alrighty. We've never actually been in here. I don't think we even went in here in the first game. Ah, Zin. Hey, I'm back. I might end up borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Hee, of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. Thank you, Sandy. I don't think she's a squirrel. Ooh, you all are. Why, if it isn't Zin? Counselor, a pleasure. All together here, are they your guests? Yes, they're co-workers with the guild. Are you here about the threat letter? It's as you guessed. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any ideas? Threat letters like that aren't exactly rare in the Republic. To be honest, I barely paid it any heed at all. True, there are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yeah, they always cause trouble when the issue of immigration comes up. Well, this time, at least I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first? Yes, we'll go do that right now. If you'll pardon us. Every single time. That name gets me. So, Farah? My. Is that hulk of a man over there Zin? I don't even need to see your face to know. Hey, are you seriously going to judge based on my body size? I thought you were a bear when we first met. My. Jeez. My. Who is that hulk of a man over... Wait. This shelf holds the Doll Knight series. Chat. Worth reading. Oh my. I mean, we're kind of missing out on the book series of this game, so I guess we might as well. Oh man. Oh wait, I haven't saved in a while actually. Later? Okay. I'll take that advice. We're on a super urgent mission. But first I need to read this entire book series. That should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Yakumo? From the hit game Shin Megami Tensei? Oh, Zen, come to Liberal again? Hey, Yakumo, it seems I'll be here for a while again. You seem pretty busy yourself. Of course we are. After all, we got a pack signing approaching. Sorry, but I won't have time to bother with you for a while. Shin Megami Trails. In the Sky. 6th edition. Vengeance. Now I need to see Jack Frost cosplaying as Estelle. Oh man. Okay, I think that's everything. Saving just in case this talk goes really bad and we end up starting a war on accident. Yes, come in. Pardon us, Elsa. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna call you Elsa from now on, because... Why, Zin! That heck! The heck! Hello, come in. Last I heard, you returned to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Gransol? Huh, well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberal for a while. As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So who is this with you? A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants. Olivia Lenheim and Chloe Rins. A pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa, Calvard's ambassador to Liberal. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Estelle and her party asked about the threatening letter the embassy received. Ah, that letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose we're well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anything in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, of course. You're looking at one after all. Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth, Sin. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think. Well, yeah. Still, Miss Sprite, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament. Wait. Is that always been how you spelled Parliament? Maybe I'm going crazy. Have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact? Yes? Yes? Okay. Huh. Strange. I guess I'm just getting sleepy. You thought it was a society, but it was I! Clock Rain! That's a new Dio meme. Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement. We shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. You know what we should do? We should all hold sports competitions against each other. Call it the Olympics. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but it is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no? Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Yeah, the worst it could do is shoot your reliability all the way down to the bottom of the barrel and every country declares war on you. It's just, you know, it's not that bad. Going crazy? Kinda thought you were already there with us. You have a point there, Argoth. You have a point. This is basically entirely on pronunciation exceptions. I before E, except after C. Yeah, that is pretty weird, isn't it? Trying to get the sword of Cain? Hell yeah, man. It's all or nothing now. Pronounce as Parliament, versus murmuring is understandable. Yeah. Some things just aren't spelt the way that they're pronounced, which makes it a bit more difficult to remember. You kind of had to just read books and write a lot so you remember how it goes. But I guess nowadays we also have like autocorrect and stuff, which maybe makes us more stupid, but also it's more convenient, so. Now it's true that relations between Erbe and Calvert have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade. So there is some value in establishing Liberal as a place where we can negotiate. But again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Elsa, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Well, my gut of course tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians. Their militaristic Hawk faction, specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the Aerosol? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erebonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. This was what they were arguing about near the very beginning of the game, I believe. Whoa! As to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Both the Jedi and the Sith ally with Queen Alicia. Yes, I have to admit, she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out. So long as you sign this agreement and play nice with it and each other, at least for 10 turns. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells. I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy at least. Darn. Well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvard, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us. Oh, glance over in chat. It doesn't ring any cross bells. Is now really the time for puns, Miss Elsa? Smart until they strap armor and bombs on the things? Well, yeah, but also the other side has the same tech, so it kind of just evens the playing field. Eventually, it's just gonna be a silly war to fight if you both have, well, if neither of you has the advantage, I should say. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter, would you? Oh, you know Dad? Haha, of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of Liberal's Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Alright. You got any goodies I could steal in here? Guess not. No, let's all save. Goodbye, books. You were not needed. Actually, can we see, if they're here? What are they doing? Adel! In this season, sales always take a dive. So I'm definitely not missing out on using a big event like this signing ceremony to boost our intake. Alright, we're gonna hold a big old pack signing memorial sale. Oh yeah. Now that is an entrepreneur. Oh, so it's spots from the Imperial Middle Ages, huh? That's a good pot. What do you got? Oh my. Cattail? Moon +2 and then question mark? What does that mean? Question mark? Does it just buff a random stat? A set item with cat ears. If you equip both, you get a bonus. Cat ears? None at all. Okay, who needs the movement? I mean, Estelle has the reach, so it's probably either Shira or Olivier. Olivier is ranged, but I think it has, his range isn't as good. Or maybe Tita. I don't know. I'll keep it for now. Do you sell the cat ears here? No. Probably somewhere else. By themselves, they're terrible. I mean, yeah, just 2 movement. It's not really worth it to take off something else that gives more stats. Wait, did I take off Okay, yeah, no, I didn't. What's up? What you got? Ah! Earthquake's over. I'll be taking that. Anti-cold helmet. Prevents freeze and defense plus 15. I'll take that. 2,000, 3,000. Yeah, take that. You never have enough. You never know. Also, let me talk. The other day we went to the boss market to observe on the direction of the manager. Man, I was worried. I kept wondering if they'd out me as someone in the same industry. The manager just directly asked the people at the stores about their prices. Seems like her hearty attitude really endeared her to the head of the boss market. I guess we don't see the girls here. Dash. I need to get my family to eat some vegetables for their health. That would be a good thing, yes. And here are all the ingredients and stuff. I'm good. Kitty! Good customers, would you like some delicious tea? If you want to know how to make delicious tea, I'd be glad to teach you. Please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Wait, which side are we on? Girls hanging out. Oh no, not this place. Just visiting the tourist spots still doesn't make a trip. Spending time without any plan like this is also a wonderful memory. And then we have not so wonderful memories of that place. A black-haired soldier came out of the embassy just a bit ago. His expression was impassive, but he was so cool! I think I know who you're talking about. Okay. Before we continue... and before I forget... Oh, we missed some issues. Zeiss, stop shaking! The earthquakes plaguing Zeiss have finally ended, it seems. The Wolfort incident mentioned in our previous edition was only the beginning. The city of Zeiss, Sanctheim Gate, and Leusden Fortress were all hit by quakes as well, causing distress in the region. Sudden declaration of safety. However, not long after the earthquake in Leusden Fortress, a declaration of safety was issued by the Central Factory's chief Murdoch. Some concern was expressed at that statement, but as a practical matter, there have been no earthquakes since. How such a declaration of safety is possible was explained by Chief Murdoch. We determined that the earthquakes were being caused by special circumstances, he clarified. These earthquakes, it seems, were being caused by underground septium veins, and that after analysis it was possible to state accurately when they had ended. The declaration also emphasized disaster preparedness for future incidents, however. Technology. New model engine finally complete. The new model orbital engine from the Central Factory is at least completed and has been revealed to the press. This engine was specifically designed for the cruiser Aerosol and has higher output as well as streamlined maintenance for fuel repairs. The new engine will increase the Aerosol's cruising speed to 3,200 salgi per hour, over 4 times the speed of an airliner, making it the fastest ship in the world. Hot tamales. Let's take a look at that engine there. Looks like a beaut. Foreign Affairs, new engines, dry peace. Samples of the new model engines referred to in our previous article are to be presented to both the Empire and Republic as tokens of the peace represented by this pact. These engines are said to be the key to the next generation flight, and such technological exchange is the promise made to those who promise to uphold the harmony between nations. Much is expected from liberals' ace in negotiations. Elmo Hot Springs get hot, hot, hot. In the earthquake struck his ice region, even Elmo Village felt the wrath of nature. Following a quake, her hot springs began boiling. The phenomenon ceased after a few hours, but it's thought to be related to some form of underground abnormality. After investigating, the Bracer Guild issued a statement that it was temporary with no likelihood of reoccurrence. A possible connection to the quakes will be investigated by the central factory at a later date. So that's how they're explaining things. None of our involvement was kind of there, so probably for the best. But also, I think we're gonna call it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I believe tomorrow is more Warhammer, so if you're there, be sure to stop by. Catch you guys in the next one. Later, dudes.